Nilanjana, that brings me to two questions. Uh, Complete irrelevance of the left in this election, is that something that has been established, not just in the state of Kerala, where it is expected to win maybe one seat, maybe and West Bengal as well?
No, in West Bengal, there has been talk during the campaign of some kind of a resurgence within the left. We have to see that in terms of vote, how much it happened. But on the ground, the reports which came that yes, there was much greater enthusiasm for the left and within the left cadre compared to the previous elections, from the time that they lost to the Trinamool in 2011. Thereafter, it's been a more than a decade of decline of the left in the country. But I think, that as an idea, the left remains relevant because I believe that democracy is not about having a hegemonic single voice.
Correct.
So the more voices we have, the better it is. We have to look at, a democratic country like India with the kind of, composite traditions which we have. As a big orchard with multiple, numerous types of trees, that is what is the country. And the diversity is something both in terms of not just the people, but also in terms of the political ideas and the ideologies.
So we need the left, we need the right, and we need the center as well.
We need everybody.
We need everybody.
We need everybody who's within the framework of law. That is most important.
And therefore, Dharam Sankat for Rahul Gandhi. He's tipped to win Wayanad. Chances are that the only seat that the Congress wins in Uttar Pradesh, I think I'm being mean here, but anyhow, let me say it, will be Rai Bareli. Although they are expected to do better than last time, by the way, Karan. But Dharam Sankat for Rahul Gandhi, then what should he pick? South, where the Congress has been traditionally strong, or North, where because there has been safa chat as far as the Congress is concerned, at least in Uttar Pradesh?
I think if someone were advising him, he should pick the North because that is where they need to build a base. Honestly, if you ask me, the gloves were off in Kerala right at the start of the elections, and which is where the India Alliance never really got together. I mean, the first flashes of acrimony were actually between the left and the Congress in Kerala. And they never really got along after that. And in Bengal, that is, Nilanjana made a good point here, that there is a resurgence of the left in West Bengal, but that is only going to eat into the vote share of TMC and TMC largely, and it's going to come back to haunt them. The one place where they really needed an alliance was West Bengal, and they never really got their act together. So I think the India Alliance has also suffered because of the left. Whatever little is left of the left, I think it's left in Kerala, a few pockets of West Bengal, and JNU perhaps. That's about it. That's what's left of the ideology right now. And they really need to reinvent their ideology. Left in the traditional sense, which was always about liberalism, I think that eludes the current setup that we have. If only they can rediscover themselves, I'm sure it will find its relevance.
Rahul Gandhi, difficult pick between Wayanad and Rai Bareli if he wins both today. Because look, fact is, Karan is saying he should pick the North, given the fact that there is where they are weak, they need to build a base there. But if that was the case, and if messaging was the entire point of picking a second seat, then the second seat should have been Amethi, not Rai Bareli.
Well, yes, Amethi, yes, could have been there. There could have been somebody else, a very equally prominent leader of the Congress from Amethi. They
Priyanka
have got
Gandhi,
somebody who has been.
I can't think of anyone else being pitted from Amethi except Priyanka Gandhi, if you're saying high profile.
Priyanka could have, she could have, contested from Amethi. I had, in fact, in the course of the article, actually written an article, a signed article in my name, arguing that Priyanka Gandhi should have contested from Varanasi. That was a real challenge would have been posed. The contest would have become much more interesting. Just imagine that if it had been a Modi versus Priyanka Gandhi contest, it would have been a great media story. But also the fact is that for somebody to make a splash and create a long-term electoral career, it's important not always to look, that it's very difficult to say, would have been very difficult to defeat Mr. Modi and get elected, so let's not start on a wrong note. Those considerations cannot be made, because you have to be very bold and take the risks, which is important. But yes, I completely agree with Karan that till the time the Congress does not contest and emerge victorious against the BJP in the seats and the states where they are head-on against each other. Till that time, the Congress cannot actually make a recovery and become a party which has a claim to be power.
But traditionally, I mean, in the last 10 years, data that has been thrown up suggests that every time the Congress and the BJP are in a direct fight together, the Congress does badly.
No, the Congress has won, states also in the past. They did not, it's not that as if they did not win the elections. The previous elections in Madhya Pradesh or in Rajasthan, the Congress had governments. 2018, they did win those seats. They won Chhattisgarh, It didn't go well for them in 2023 for, I think, various self-goals. More than anything else, the Congress would have possibly won comfortably Chhattisgarh and Madhya Pradesh had it been for better planning and management of the election campaign. They didn't do it, and that is possibly one of the reasons as to why the opposition was not really able to do very well in the early stages, towards the end of 2023.
He's right that they've won a few times in the assemblies, but the Lok Sabha election is a different ballgame altogether. In 2018, Congress won Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh and Chhattisgarh and lost all 3 seats to an absolute clean slate in 2019 because BJP's vote share, when Prime Minister Modi is on the ticket, it goes up by 15 to 17% in the entire Hindi heartland. That's a matter of data. The fact is, Shriya, people respect guts in electoral politics. I remember when Arvind Kejriwal was out there to make an impact, he challenged Sheila Dikshit in her own constituency. That's the kind of guts people look up to in a leader. And that's what has eluded the Gandhis. Rahul Gandhi should have contested against Smriti Irani. He should have sent that statement that, okay, I am here in for a fight. We didn't see that. He chickened out. Similarly with Priyanka Gandhi, why didn't she contest an election this time around? She's done 107 rallies, the 4th highest by any leader, and she doesn't even contest an election. So that's a poor alibi that, oh, we were behind the scenes, we were managing things. You were pretty much the face. So why not have your name on the ballot? And Congress volunteers, the people who work hard on the road, they understand this. They were dejected and disillusioned in Amethi. They were all set to welcome Rahul Gandhi there.
Let's shift our focus to Delhi. Praveen Khandelwal is the BJP's candidate from Chandni Chowk. He's joining us on the broadcast. Good morning, Mr. Khandelwal. A big day for you today. What are you expecting?
Well, certainly it is a big day, not only for me, but for the country as well. We are going to register a very sound victory with a comfortable margin in Chandni Chowk. Whereas the Bharatiya Janata Party is all set to retain all the 7 seats of parliament in Delhi, and at national level, undoubtedly the Bharatiya Janata Party is going to form a very nationalist and stable government under the leadership of Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi. So there is absolutely no doubt, and we are coming with the flying colours.
चलिए, but sir, despite having swept Delhi in the last 2 elections, पिछली बार का तो आपका आंकड़ा 7 out of 7 था, the BJP still changed candidates in most of the seats this time. Is that an acknowledgement of the threat posed by anti-incumbency against your party?
Absolutely not, and rather I would say that there was pro-incumbency and not anti-incumbency. And as far as the change of names of the candidates is concerned, Bharatiya Janata Party is a cadre-based organization, and therefore the party decides the role of individuals different times for different roles. So there is absolutely no replacement at all. It is all, okay, if I say, is the decision of the organization to depute the individuals for certain responsibilities. So therefore there is absolutely no anti-incumbency, and the people of Delhi and particularly in Chandni Chowk were certainly thrilled by the performance of Prime Minister Narendra Modi government in past 10 years, which has gained enormous confidence in the mind and heart of the people, which I saw during my campaign, when people whom I even don't know, they don't know me as well, they were coming forward with all those aspirations in their eyes, and they were confident that yes, the Bharatiya Janata Party and Prime Minister Modi is the only viable option that on which they can rely on. So therefore, there was no anti-incumbency. Rather, I would reiterate, it was pro-incumbency.
Okay, Mr. Khandelwal, thank you very much for joining us and all the very best for today. May the best man / woman / party win. Speaking about pro-incumbency, do you think that that is what has played out in this election? You know, we all understand that there was no anger against Prime Minister Modi, right, on the ground. There was some disappointment. But it's clear now, at least as far as exit polls are concerned, that the opposition was not in a position to convert this disappointment into votes. Then are we to say, by the end of the day, if the exit poll numbers hold, that this was a Modi wave once again with the BJP and the NDA bettering their tally? It was a wave that none of us saw. I mean, the only wave we saw was a heat wave, actually.
No, you know, if at the end of the day, the exit poll figures turn out to be correct. I wrote an op-ed on the day the exit polls came out, you know, in the Times of India Plus website, saying what does it mean if the exit poll data holds, you know, the results hold. It definitely means the widening of the sphere of the BJP. It is no longer a Hindi heartland party. It is a national level party. I also made a very controversial and a very contentious argument that he would have not only, if it holds, if the exit polls are proven true, then Mr. Modi would have not only, you know, equaled Jawaharlal Nehru's performance of winning 3 consecutive elections, but he would have also done better than that.
Correct.
Because Mr. Nehru had the benefit of the legacy of the freedom struggle and the political blessing of Mahatma Gandhi. Against that, the BJP in the Modi era has actually weathered a lot of resistance, both from inside the BJP as well as from outside. For him to bring the party to 3 consecutive victories is a new kind of an achievement. You know, Jawaharlal Nehru's achievement is history now. But today this becomes much more important for being able to convert a large number of people to its way of thinking, which is completely different from the consensus of the post-independence years.
So by the end of it then, was this election not about any mudda? Because there was no overarching mudda in any case in this election.
I think it was.
Was it about then just Modi? Do I want Modi as the Prime Minister or do I not want him as the Prime Minister? And I may be disappointed with him. I may have a problem with the entire Mangal Srutra, Mutton, etc. comments. But by the end of it, I mean, I see no alternative. This guy is the best for the country. Isi ko vote dete hain, irrespective of who my MP is. I don't care.
No, I think, Shreya, we are discounting his achievements here. It's this election, the overarching issue is delivery. When someone delivers 10 crore tap water connections, 12 crore toilets, it's serious delivery we're talking here. Serious numbers, and that matters to people. Imagine Bihar, just take an example. There are 1.6 crore rural households. Only 1% had tap water connections. Today, it is 90% have tap water connections in the last 5 years. It matters to the Mahila. The M that really matters is Mahila, Shreya. And what Nilanjan Das said, it is an unprecedented phenomena if it happens in the history of the world. Roosevelt and Margaret Thatcher are the
Correct.
only ones who have 3 consecutive mandates, but they too did not increase their vote share. They too did not increase the mandate, the size of the mandate.
And it wasn't easy for Thatcher. The third term didn't come easily.
Unbelievable achievement
for Thatcher,
if it happens.
and in this case, it's coming easy for Modi. Give me a minute. Some breaking news coming in. The BJP, I believe, is holding a meeting before counting at JP Nadda's residence. So that's the big piece of news coming in. The opposition has already told us, irrespective of which way the elections go, they are going to be holding a meeting as well, post the results and possibly do a press conference. So a key BJP meeting, ladies and gentlemen, as we speak, before the counting actually begins. Quick reactions coming in from a string of leaders from the BJP. Let's quickly listen in.
What do you think that the political pendulum is this time going to swing, and how confident you are?
I'm very confident, and I'd like to thank the voters in advance that they voted in favor of Prime Minister Modi and the Bharatiya Janata Party. And they have taken the right decision to bring back a strong and decisive leader. Also, the continuous support from Prime Minister Modi with the full majority is going to further help India to go to the next level from 5th largest economy to the 3rd largest economy. and also to achieve the roadmap of Viksit Bharat. You know, we are all geared up to work under the leadership of Prime Minister Modi. The Parliament will see a lot of action in the coming years, and I'm sure the world who is looking at India with a ray of hope will finally see again Modi back in power.
ये मैंने कभी नहीं देखा था, क्योंकि मैं इसी गांव देहात के पर ही फिल्में बनाता था, इसी गैंग वॉर्स पर मैं फिल्में बनाता था, इसी गोरखपुर पर मैं ओटीटी सीरीज बनाता था। और आज उसी गोरखपुर में आप खड़ी हैं, सीसी रोड है, 4 लेन है, 6 लेन है, कनेक्टिविटी है, एयरक्राफ्ट है। इसी पानी के क्रूज में बगल में मेरे घर के यहाँ अपराध होते थे और यहाँ पे जानवरों की लाशें बहती थी, अभी पानी का जहाज वहाँ क्रूज चलता है। तो ये देयर आर ऑल सो मेनी रीजंस।
रीजंस आपने है, गोरखपुर की जनता ने तो मतदान कर दिया। अगाध विश्वास है और मैं पूरी तरह आश्वस्त हूँ कि आज भारत की जनता चयन करेगी भाजपा की लोक कल्याणकारी नीतियों को, चयन करेगी हमारे यशस्वी प्रधानमंत्री श्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी की विकास की नीतियों को, चयन करेगी हमारे यशस्वी प्रधानमंत्री श्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी के विकसित भारत के विजन को। मैं जानती हूँ तीसरी बार फिर मोदी सरकार।